prime rib time. Time to get to it. I'll show you how I prep this and get it ready for an awesome smoke.
You ready? Let's go.
Alright, first things first, I am going to trim this up just a little bit, but not a lot. I'm really just taking off some of these outer fat pieces. I'm also going to take away some of this. Again, I'm not going to take away a lot of fat because it's going to be on the rotisserie, and I think what we'll see is a lot of this fat will come in handy as it's on the rotisserie. I'm actually gonna dry brine this with some Texas bold. It's got a lot of salt and pepper flavors to it, so I'm gonna use this to basically brine this overnight and put it in the refrigerator, let that set up, and then of course that'll help with the flavor and seasoning on this prime. So just hit it up everywhere. It's got a nice peppery salt flavor, so I think this will be perfect for brining this overnight. I'll still season it up again. I'm going to also use a compound butter to put over top of this tomorrow before it cooks. I've got this ready, put to the refrigerator, so brine overnight, and then of course tomorrow we'll get this cleaned up and get that compound butter on top of it, and then of course we'll get it on the rotisserie and smoke it and see how it turns out. Alright, so I'm taking a couple of sticks of unsalted butter. We're going to throw those in there. Then from there, I'm going to throw in some other ingredients. And about a teaspoon of this minced garlic. Next, throwing in another teaspoon of freshly pulled rosemary and thyme. And then also, we're going to throw in some oregano. This ain't fresh, but it'll definitely do for what I'm trying to do. From there, just basically going to turn on my mixer and get all this mixed up. I'm also going to take in about a tablespoon of rendered bacon fat. I'm going to throw that in there as well. Alright, as you can see, I've got this prime rib roast covered in butter. It's a compound butter. The stuff you just seen I put together, so definitely look forward to seeing how this turns out. Should be a good one. Gonna get it here on the rotisserie here soon, so stay tuned for that. Should be good. Alright, it's time to get her on there. Basically, gonna slide this here on the rotisserie. This will be the first time I've done a prime rib on this rotisserie, so I'll be curious to see how it turns out. As you can see, I got that butter on there, compound butter. Definitely look forward to seeing how this turns out. Pretty centralized, so should be a good cook. Stay tuned, definitely a lot more to come. I'm going to actually put a pan underneath there too, just to catch those drippings. Alright, as you can see, I got that pan down there now, so that'll catch all the drippings from that compound butter and of course the meat as it drips off. But certainly look forward to see how this turns out. This should be a good one and definitely excited about it. Get that post oak back there with the prime 6 charcoal. Definitely should be a fun cook. Alright, look at that. Prime ribs coming along fantastic. Look at those drippings coming off there, really nice. Certainly looking forward to see how this turns out. I think it's going to be excellent cook. Get the prime 6 charcoal, as you can see, rolling hot in the back. I got a few chunks of post oak back there as well. Oh man, this thing looks great. Cannot wait to see how it turns out. Stay tuned, definitely more to come. Let's see, prime rib, it's coming along nicely. Won't have much more to go. We'll be getting this off here soon. Definitely getting around that temperature now, so definitely excited to see how this turns out. By far one of the most flavorful things I think I've been able to cook so far, but only time will tell when we see the results. So stay tuned for that. Definitely looking forward to it. So that smoked prime rib turned out amazing. Hopefully you've seen some of those slices. It was an excellent meal. I didn't get to share all of it with you, but I will just say this. The combination of the compound butter, the brine, obviously using the post oak, the prime 6 charcoal, the rotisserie, and the Blaze Kamado definitely helped this become an excellent meal. By far one of the best prime ribs I've had to date. I'm not just saying that. I'm going to leave a lot of the details down below in the description so you can see that for your reference. Until next time, good cooking. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and definitely let me know what you think down in the comments below. It was definitely a fun cook.